All right, so the next topic we're going to cover is the 40-man roster. Dustin Nosler from Dodgers Digest had an amazing article that covered a lot of good information. Friend of our, he's a friend of our site, and we're a friend of his. Just as FYI, prospect sites, man, we don't fight, we don't compete. We just go and provide each other, and we support each other. And it's
100%.
always great to meet some of these guys in person. I'm looking forward to meeting Dustin sometime in person. Very, very friendly guy with me and very helpful. Okay, here we go. These are good candidates, or big candidates that Dustin chose, and I think Dustin's as good as anybody at picking these for sure. Position players, man, Michael Busch, Diego Cartaya, Johnny DeLuca, Cody Hosey, Brandon Lewis, Andy Paez. Paez? Is it Paez or Paez? I always say Andy.
Paez.
It's Paez. I think it's Paez.
All right, we'll go with that.
It's
Jose
Cuban.
Ramos, Rancho Cucamonga great. Ryan Ward, Jeff Belgi, Carlos Duran, Brandon Fisher, Alec Gamboa, Hyun-Il Choi, Nick Robertson, Jeremy Rosario, another Quakes great. One of the guys that he's missing is Devin Mann. And he's also missing, Ryan Noda in terms of, these are some newer guys. So I think Ryan Noda last year, talking with Casey Porter from Dodger Poke, or now Dodgers Daily, sorry. He's a huge Ryan Noda fan. And we both thought that he would be drafted in the Rule 5. And so there's some good guys out there.
Another outfield problem.
Yeah, I know. Just no room. Let's talk.
I think maybe next year, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk. So first, Ryan Noda spent the year in AAA, hit a lot of home runs, decent batting average, plays a really good first base, lefty all the way, pop, some good pop, obviously. What do you guys thoughts on him?
Yeah, really, his on base is good. I mean, he kind of has the Andrew Friedman profile, high on base, high power. I think he played all three outfield spots in the minors, right? He was a center fielder at Double-A, right? I know they had him at first base in AAA.
They say he's elite at first base.
Wow,
which I didn't know.
I
didn't see him enough, but they say he's elite. So
that's cool. I mean, his bat would carry. I mean, whatever position he's at. I probably, if he's going to get any play time, I think it's going to be in the outfield. But I think when there's so many people, I don't know. So out of all these positions or these players, how many spots or how many players can we protect technically? Do we know?
Well, that's all going to depend. I mean, the numbers are,
it's pretty staggering.
Really, there's like 3 to 5 spots available right now. I think we're going to need more.
I mean, some of these players, I think that we probably could not protect, but I think Noda's. I don't know. I think he's on. I think he's on the cusp where it's one of them that we have to add to the 40-man roster.
Yeah,
I think.
Trinidad. What do you got,
I don't see him being on that 40-man roster. Honestly, I haven't really heard too much of him recently. I didn't even know he was on the Dodgers for a while. So like recently, I looked up all their prospect lists. But but I mean, there's other players I see that are outfielders that are going to be well protected rather than him.
Yeah, I mean,
we got him in the Stripling trade, right? With
chicken strip
Williams, I think.
With Kendall. Yeah. I think Kendall might even be available.
I think we let him available since.
Yeah, I don't. So one of the things
I see him going.
That they have to look at is another team willing to draft them? I mean,
right, because if they put him in the Rule 5, then they have to be in the major league the whole season, correct?
So yeah,
unless they're injured.
Let's use Jose Ramos as an example. Right. So I like Jose. So. I think he's a real good ball player, and he's got a bright future. But man, that dude is not even. You would wreck his career.
I don't think any what's it called MLB organization can have him on the what's it called, the major league level for the whole season.
Yeah,
he's just not there yet.
So
same thing with Brandon Lewis.
Yeah,
I think we can explode. I don't think that names will pick him up.
So let's go through the list and let's just talk about him in terms of context. Is
right?
Should we protect him?
100%.
Would they be drafted, or if they are really, factoring in, of course, Diego's not ready, but anyone would draft Diego. versus, like a
Right.
Ramos, would they draft him? I hate picking on Jose. He's a good dude. But
He's a
let's just
great prospect, yeah.
go through the list and go through it. So right at the top is
Busch,
Michael
100%.
Busch.
There's no way we don't protect him.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 30 bombs, like mostly in AAA as a second baseman. So he's already there. He's already at AAA. He's had played, what, 3/4 of a season, basically a full season. We have to protect him 100%.
Trinidad, do you
Yeah,
think
we have to
Michael
protect
Busch
him.
do you think he's ready for the major leagues?
I say he's ready. It's just a more
Yeah.
than a matter of fact too, because it's going to depend whether we move Gavin Lux or not. That's going to
Yeah.
be the big question there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so
But
too.
someone will draft him, I think, if we don't.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I
And
think
if we
Diego,
if we worst case scenario, if we have to trade him, he's a top. I think he's a top 100 prospect, right? He's what, 70 or
he
something.
is. Oh, he's right in
Yeah,
there.
he made.
Yeah.
He
He's
cracked the
top,
list
maybe
this
even
year.
top 50. He's a good prospect. So 100% we have to protect him.
And in person, I think he's the best hitter, pure hitter in the organization.
Yeah.
And not major leagues, of course, but yeah. Okay, Diego, duh.
100%.
That's the
100.
guy.
I think actually someone would put him in catcher just to keep him the whole season.
Oh,
Catchers
yeah, they wouldn't
are
have
not.
a choice.
They don't come. Yeah.
They
I
wouldn't
think
have
someone would though. So
or he'd just sit on the bench or whatever.
and yeah, it would be worth it. But he's
And
already
There
at
was a lot
AAA.
of questions this season too, because when they drafted Dalton Rushing, everybody was skeptic whether we were going to trade
Right.
Diego too.
I honestly am not positive that Dalton Rushing
Stays
is a
behind?
catcher.
Yeah.
Not sure. And I think for him it's going to be some work. We know the guy can.
The
guy
bat's
can
there.
clearly.
The
Yeah,
bat's
he can
Yeah,
maybe
monster.
the best bat from the draft. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
Zag's Beetle is outrageous.
he's yeah. So they will someday, if he keeps hitting like that, they'll find a spot.
Right.
Johnny DeLuca, who I hadn't even heard of until he was with the Quakes last year.
It's good. I don't think we. Yeah.
He just keeps getting better. That's the thing. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw his Instagram. That dude can surf.
Yeah.
So, oh man, it was cool. Just throwing up his numbers really quick here.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it up to Tulsa. He had a nice season in Great Lakes. I mean,
he just started. He had a few games in Tulsa, right? But mostly was.
Yeah.
I think he's one that we can not. I don't think someone's gonna pluck him and have him in outfield the whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's
maybe next year's probably going to be a bigger question because he's already probably AA, maybe in AAA. But I think this year's pretty safe to not put him on there.
Wait,
because worst case scenario, right?
Yeah, hold on. Trinidad was talking. Hold on. I'm not sure if you guys are hearing each other.
Oh, cut off.
I think we're just overlapping.
Yeah. Go ahead, Trinidad.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny DeLuca, I mean, depends. I don't even see him being on the Rule 5 draft, honestly. Just in my opinion, I mean, he's only getting better and better. But if they do decide to put him on there, I mean, that's going to be a little shocker to me because he's I think he's like, what, 23, 24?
Yeah, he's 23.
Yeah.
So he'll be 24. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's only getting better and better. I mean, why not save him?
Yep. Okay. Cody Hosey.
That one, I'm a little skeptical with that one. I don't see us protecting him any longer.
He just seems like he's always broken.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to protect him. I don't think anyone's going to pluck him either. So
yeah, look at that. Yeah,
he was turning on, but he got injured unfortunately last year.
I mean, gosh darn it, only 6 home runs total. I mean, he only played 80 games. So yeah,
he's been stuck in Tulsa already for 2-3 years, right? For 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. I mean,
second year,
God, I swear the class from 2019. So many of those guys though got kind of screwed over because of the pandemic.
You lost a year on 2020.
Oh man. And then they come back and he started doing okay with Tulsa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he started the year terrible, started getting better, and then got hurt.
Got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do, man? Okay, so Cody's probably not.
Yeah, I don't think we need to
they
protect
probably don't
him.
need to protect him. Yeah. All right, Brandon Lewis, interesting character, right?
I think same similar to Luca. I think that I don't think someone can draft or have him play in the major league team for the whole season. I think he's probably safe to not put on the 40 man.
Yeah, I don't
That's
see him
personally.
being on the 40 man either, too.
Yeah, there's too many strikeouts right now, but there's a lot of power there.
He has upside, definitely, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then again, too, he got drafted as a third baseman, didn't he? But they want to keep him at first because of his speed and agility.
because of his speed.
I would think it's because he can't.
No, I
He
mean,
can't man third
with
base.
no
Spite
speed.
of.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, in spite of, yeah. Wait a minute, what are you talking about?
I said, sorry.
Okay. I think this one's an easy one. Andy Paez.
Yeah,
Or
that's
Paez. Okay, Paez is what it says. The guy looks mean. He looks old, but he's not. He's not mean, nor is he old.
He's hitting really well in the Arizona Fall League. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's no doubter. You have to add him.
Yeah, they too.
Yeah, we definitely got Adam as well, too.
Because he's going to be, well, I think he's going to start AAA this year. I mean, he did a full season,
should.
and so he's already there. You know, he's probably got some playing time at some point, maybe in the majors.
Maybe, yeah.
See him being a middle of the year call up, maybe.
Yeah,
Could
or
be.
someone goes down, you know, for depth. But he's what, number 68 for Major League Baseball as a minor league prospect. So you got to protect him, I think.
Oops, they have the wrong Jose Ramos linked up. It's a guy that Gigantes. But we know, I mean, Jose, we saw him. The guy had a nice year.
Yeah.
And he kind of, if you recall, he kind of came out of nowhere in 2021.
Last year.
And so it was kind of like, well, shoot, man. He's interesting to me.
Very toolsy.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. He's a lot of tools, and he put it together last year. I think this year past year he was a little bit not as high of a level of performance, but still young. I don't think we have to protect him. I don't think anyone's gonna pull him into the major league level the whole year. But next year's probably more of a question.
Yeah, next year I see him being protected more than this year for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, Rancho, he actually came down, like you said, he was down a bit at Rancho, hitting, slashing 277, 391, 518. So that's down from what he was in 2021. And then in Tulsa, Great Lakes was high A. So he's put out some nice numbers. Yeah, he's got a ways to go. Yeah, and he's got to fix some holes in his swing, I think, like Paez.
Yeah. He has a long swing. That's what it is.
Yeah. Ryan Ward. So I have not seen much of him.
I think he's another college bat that played well. I think he went up to he played well in high. I think he got promoted to what's it called? The AA. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think you have enough room to protect everybody. So I think that. Let me see. Yeah, he's at AA. Oh, full year in AA. Did good. 20 home runs. Big swing and miss though. 39 walks to 116 Ks. So. You probably. I mean, I would say no, just because I mean, you have to fill in the 40 man with other. I don't know. I think they probably see if someone drafts them. I don't know if someone's gonna draft them, but.
Yeah, that's the thing too, and we have too many outfielders.
You can't protect everybody.
Yeah,
I think.
Exactly.
That's I mean, there's nothing wrong with the prospect. We just don't have enough spaces. We had a 50-man roster, maybe, but.
And knowing we already have
40.
And knowing we already have Outman and Vargas as young guys that can be in the outfield.
Busch got a little bit of time in the outfield, right?
He did. I wanted him to get more.
Yeah.
Because if they keep Lux, I don't want Busch. He can't just be a DH. You can't do that. Wouldn't be fair to him almost. Belgie
takes his value down. Mm-hmm.
Belgie's another. He was really good in the 2019 with Ogden. He was really good. And then 2021 was a disaster, but 2022 looks better. He's still Great Lakes. However, he is left-handed.
Is he a reliever?
He's mostly a reliever. So in 32 innings, he struck out 50, walked 17, gave up 22 hits. So that's pretty good. walks are a little high, but then again, everybody in the Dodger minor league system walks a lot of guys.
High strikeout, high walk.
That's what they do. No, it's what they do.
It's stuff. It's stuff, right? That's what they.
Yeah, I mean
Preach.
Trinidad. I don't know if you were there when they had that one game where the Quakes hit 8 batters
I think I
in
was.
one game.
I believe.
Yeah, like one guy. I'm not gonna say his name. Had 4.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like holy smokes. But yeah, and I've talked to some scouts and stuff, and they just don't. They're not worried about that yet. Now, a guy that I like is Duran.
I
He
like
was
him
injured
too.
almost all last year.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Totally,
see
and
it either.
also just a friend of the show. Just saying. So
Yeah.
you know. Great
No,
Lakes
I like
guy.
him as a prospect, but I don't think he's too far away to have to think about protecting him. Nothing.
Yeah.
Prospect, I love him, but he's still in high A. I mean,
Yeah,
right?
it's still too low
Yeah.
from getting up
It's
there
not.
yet.
Yeah, it's not realistic to
Yeah.
think that someone's gonna.
If he was a lefty, it would be different, in my opinion. But
Maybe. Right.
he was injured. He still is a star. He's a lot of people see him.
He has good
profiling
stuff,
as a
great stuff.
reliever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hits were less than the innings pitched. The walks were a little high. Strikeouts were good.
Strikeouts were
68
great.
and yeah.
Yep.
Which is the Dodger thing. So I like him. I think he's got a future with the Dodgers. And
He's only
but,
21, but yeah, I think it's still a little too far away.
Yeah. And hey, the dirty little secret is every one of these players wants to get drafted because they get paid.
Well, yeah, 100%.
Braden Fisher, man, that dude, talk about it, a guy of persistence. I mean, the dude was out for so long and then resurfaced at Rancho, really struggled. Ended up 2022 started with Rancho again. He had got a little bit and then got to the Great Lakes. And, it looks like he struggled a bit in terms of his ERA, but 47 innings, only 33 hits, 64 strikeouts. It's just the walks. He's got to work on that, but I don't think he needs to be protected.
Right.
But he's a really good story, and he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. In fact, he's a nice guy. When I first met him, I said, "Oh, are you Jimmy Lewis?" And he goes, "No, I'm Braden Fisher."
They look alike.
They do look alike. So I wasn't.
I think they were rooming
off.
together, weren't they? I believe in Rancho, they were rooming.
I don't know. They could. Yeah. Which one are you? Alec Gamboa, another one of the first guys I interviewed online in 2020, a lefty. So there's always that thing of a lefty. His ERA was poor. I think it's not quite there yet.
Yeah. I don't think maybe not protecting this year, have to consider that.
Yeah, I think he's going to be one of those guys that's going to eventually it's going to click, and we'll be happy that he's
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna find it. He's gonna find his stuff eventually down the road.
Yeah, I mean it's a guy. He had Tommy John in college and stuff like that, so he's he's just dealt with some stuff, and again the freaking pandemic really hurt him.
Right, he missed the year.
Mr. Choi, I actually met his father in spring training. He came up to me when I was taking pictures, and he goes, "Are you?" Because he saw something. "Are you Dodgers 2080?" Because I had just posted something. And I go, "Yeah." I go, "Oh, I am Choi's father." Yeah, it was like it was kind of cool. Now he was broke all last year.
Isn't ya?
Yeah, look at it. I mean, 2021. I mean, he's still highly regarded as a prospect. I don't think they have to worry about protecting him.
Yeah, his controls, right? Isn't he a 70 control, or he's
yeah,
I think
his
he's
control.
Best control
Yeah,
system,
look
right?
at that. Look, oh my gosh, I didn't
It's
notice.
just-
65 innings, 7 walks. Trinidad, did you see him in 2021?
I saw him pitch only one game, and that was the last game he pitched before he got called up to Great Lakes. Yeah, literally.
Bummer.
I think almost a lot of guys that I've seen, they pitch the last game and they go straight up to the high A ball.
Your good luck. I mean, if you look, so yeah, I think he's really interesting.
Yeah.
It's funny. I missed him in 2021. He seemed to only pitch on the weekdays or something like that. So he was always off my schedule.
Yeah.
Then
Correct me
2020,
if
it's
I'm wrong,
still,
but is he related to G-Man Choi
I
from
don't
the
know.
Rays? Because I
That'd be
saw him
cool.
earlier today posting something on Instagram, like a story, and they were both together having lunch.
Oh,
I mean, I don't want to just say it like just because they have the same
yeah.
last name, but
You never
I
know.
looked them up.
Also, I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Maybe I'll try to remember to ask his father that when he sees me again. Nick Robertson. So
I think
I'm
that might be somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of a fan.
I would
Is he
say.
in Double A?
I think
Yeah.
he pitched a full year in Double A.
Wait, this looks jacked up.
He's one. He's a. I think a legit relief option or prospect possibly.
Yeah.
I think he got up to AAA actually last year.
I thought so too.
Yeah, he did 55 innings in double, and then he went up to AAA. AAA actually pitched better. He had 2.31 ERA.
Okay.
Big strikeout stuff.
Yeah.
Big stuff in general, I think. Yeah. Tall.
Yes.
Yeah, he has a
I
lot of pitches actually to work with too. So looking at his
6'6".
pitches right now, yeah.
Yeah. 6'6", 265. He's a big dude.
Good stuff. Yeah, I would say he's someone you protect. I mean, he's already at AAA, so I think someone might possibly try him
I,
out in the
I
majors.
I think also it just seems that there's a lot of inflated ERAs at Tulsa this year. I don't know what it was. Maybe just the competition or the stadiums
Right.
or what. But yeah, that looking at
Well,
the, it
maybe
just,
he repeated because he pitched seeing in Tulsa he pitched 58 innings in 2021. So maybe people maybe get bored. I don't know what it is,
I
but
don't know.
he had pitched worse this year in Tulsa and then better at AAA. So
Amazing.
I have
Yeah,
no idea.
just there was something in the water this year in Tulsa. It seems like, and I'll go back to the list in a second. But someone that's missing from this list that was eligible last year that I really like is Guillermo Zuniga.
I like he's another. He's
100.
Is there a reason he's not on the list? Is he a minor league free agent?
He
Or?
was actually eligible last year. So this is for new guys. But
Right.
That's another him and Nick Roberts are probably he has closer stuff. 100 with a wipeout slider.
Yeah, I see
Easy
him both in
100 too.
bullpen
Easy
pieces
100.
easily.
Yeah, he's a 70. I think he has a 70 grade fastball.
Say again,
He-
Trinidad.
I see him both in bullpens if they
100%.
do get called up,
Yeah, I did too.
just to try him out, just to save him.
Another one not on the list. It's definitely a friend of the show and a really good dude is Mark Washington.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
That dude.
that's another name
He's gonna be drafted. If
Yeah,
they don't,
definitely.
I don't know if they're gonna protect him, but that guy just did work last year, and he was doing multi-inning work too.
Yeah, he got all the way up to AAA.
He did.
Pitched 33 innings there. So
Yeah, he was another guy that did a lot of repeating in Double A. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Dodgers do that. They don't. Seems that they're holding the reins back on some of these guys, and it kind of bothers me, man.
right. Well, maybe there's too many people. I mean, AAA. Maybe I have no idea. Yeah, because
Well,
he repeated.
Remember what they
twice.
did in AAA last year? They loaded up with former major leaguers because
Right.
of how terrible the bench was in 2021.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it was terrible. Okay.
I mean, he was phenomenal last year in Tulsa. So
Here's the best upside, maybe of all the pitchers we've talked about. That's Jeremy Rosario. So yeah, the numbers, man, 664, blah blah blah. I go right to he's 20 years old. He says he's only 20 years old last year. I didn't know he was that young. 85 innings, 112 strikeouts. Problem is the walks, 60. I think I don't think anyone's taken the guy.
yeah,
But good.
good, right?
I don't want anyone taking him, man. There's a lot of there. Oh,
he has a lot of
man.
high velocity stuff, but it's just his command.
Yeah.
That's going to be his biggest thing moving forward. Is can he have more control?
Mm-hmm. And I do see him repeating at Rancho, and I think that's fine. I think he should
Right.
repeat.
Yeah, he's only
Um,
young. I mean, he's only 20 moving forward. I mean,
Yeah.
with age, hopefully he'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
there's
super
there's
young, yeah.
he's younger than he's one of the youngest guys that was on the team last year.
I mean, people his age are not even done with college, or they're still in, for a sophomore in college. So
That is a great way to look at it.
He has plenty of time.
Yeah.
He pitched a lot though for 20-year-old. He did 85 innings. That's a lot for a
Yeah.
Dodger.
Yeah,
But it's
literally,
good
especially knowing their
stuff.
pinch
Strikeouts
counts.
I just had a bad feeling. I got a feeling that a certain former general manager for the Dodgers knows about this guy,
Yeah.
Mr. Farhan Zaidi, because he probably signed in 2018. It's what he must have, because that's why he's eligible. And so Farhan knows about him.
But do you think Farhan would put him in the? I mean, he's only pitched in low A.
Yeah, Farhan
Right?
would.
You think
What
so?
he'd do? What
The
he
item?
would do? He would just throw him at the end of the bullpen.
Say he's
That's what I
injured.
think. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I
know if
can
he
see that,
stays
especially
injured.
knowing Farhan.
Yeah, this guy, Rosario could be gold someday.
Do you think that the Dodgers use a spot to protect them though, or they roll the dice?
See, that's one you're going to be really skeptical
won't.
whether or not.
They can't. They just can't.
They
I think
can't, right? I mean,
yeah,
I
just don't
don't
think
know
there's
if I
room.
mean, yeah.
Dang. Sorry, everybody. I haven't been sharing my screen. Sorry, crowd, but I've been looking at stuff that isn't there.
Busy.
Let me just get this stuff going here. Man, lost my vibe. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So there's the Dodgers digest list that I've been working off of. You can see that.